Pure science.
It's a science.
No, it's pure science. It's not a science. It is pure science. Modern science is catching up to Hinduism now.
Okay. No, because
Yeah.
everybody else is thinking the oldest religion in the world is Sanatan, right? And
See,
later,
Hinduism can give you religion. It can give you a path that you can follow religiously. But that does not mean it is religion. Like, for example, a
Mhm.
microbiologist can follow microbiology religiously. He can take care of his suit so he can do his work properly. Like I said, like all the different rules to be followed to be a good microbiologist, he can follow religiously. But that does not mean science is religion, right? Same way, in Hinduism, the science itself stays no matter what you follow. But within the science, you can create your own path and follow it religiously. So technically, when people say, okay, Hinduism is the oldest religion, they're actually kind of taking a smaller version of it, and they're somehow correct, even then. In ancient times, the way people did science, all the knowledge that they gathered, we call it Hinduism today. All the people, all the sages back then, they were literally seekers of knowledge. They were doing all kinds of experiments and coming at different conclusions. And then they came out and prescribed a lot of different ways for different people to follow, depending on what their acumen is. So if you're a bhakti yogi, if bhakti and devotion is what works for you, so you have bhakti yoga. For an idiot like me, I cannot have faith in anything. The idea of devotion and bhakti does not work for me. So I have jnana yoga. Somebody who likes doing rituals, for them they have kriya yoga, so on and so forth. Every path is already covered in Hinduism. You don't really need other religions. And the ultimate goal, no matter what you follow, is always mukti. It's always what is that thing
Yeah.
called in Sikhi,
Moksha.
Jack baby?
No, in Sikhism, it's called mukti.
No, not mukti. The place you go to. What is it called?
Gurudwara?
No. Sorry, my brain is not working right now. Okay, let's go with mukti. Yeah, that is the ultimate goal everywhere.
In Hinduism, we call it
So-
moksha. That's it.
So Hinduism as a religion does not really exist. It's a word that outsiders gave it to us. But what does exist is dharma, Sanatan dharma. Dharma is the righteous act or the righteous duty or righteous path, whatever you want to call it.
that's the same thing. Religion, dharma is the same thing. I don't know. See, this religion is an English word. Dharma is a Sanskrit word. It's
No,
That's not true.
no,
That's
no,
not true.
no. Golden
See,
Eagle
religion has a
by
book. It has a strict code of rules. It has a strict. It has two lines, and you can only walk between those lines. In Hinduism, we don't have two lines. Some people, as part of the religion, they never touch any meat, and some people, eating meat is part of their lifestyle. If you're a Shakta, there are rituals that you have to perform with sacrifices. But a Vaishnav will consider it absolutely blasphemous to even think like that.
yeah, even
So there is
Sikhs,
more
right?
difference
They
between.
don't eat meat.
So, what is the difference between Vaishnav and the other term you used, Shakti, Shakta? What is that?
Shakta follow the feminine energies of the. They decide how to.
Who are the
What do you call
Shaktas
it?
then? Who are the Shaktas?
The Shaktas are also part of Hinduism.
No,
They are
no.
more Kriya Yogi path, and Vaishnavas are more Bhakti Yogi path.
So, so, so the Rajput or Kshatriyas, obviously they fall into that category, right? The Shaktas.
भाई
They
राजपुतनास ठाकुर्स सब लोग हमारे हैं भाई आपको like do you have any exact question like
no
वो भी
again
हमारे भाई है
no
ना
अरे भाई मेरे को
no. Let
उससे
me
बात
simplify
करने
this.
दे तू
Let me simplify this.
let me talk to him. Jack, baby, relax.
Let
We're not
me
fighting
simplify
right now.
this.
That's
No,
okay.
let me
Let me
simplify
talk to
this.
this guy. Yeah.
Okay, let me simplify this.
Yeah.
So just because somebody is a microbiologist does not mean that he would not someday do some architecture. He might want to build a very good science lab for himself, right? So at that point, he is also doing architecture. Same way, there is no just because you're a Shakta, you can never do things that belong to Bhakti. Everything is mixed and matched. But we have very clear designations of how different paths take place, and the paths can be mixed and matched. You can decide what applies in your life right now, and then take up that practice for that particular result. So, like, the reason I'm calling this science is because all of these paths are basically technologies. They all have very specific effects depending on when and how you want to utilize them in your life. And exactly like how modern technology works, these technologies, if you know how to use it, they work for you. They're all things that work regardless of what you call yourself, what religion you belong to. If you go to Kerala today, there are so many hardcore Shakta temples where late in the night Muslims and Christians come to do their rituals, and they never stop calling themselves Muslims or Christians. They know that these things, if you perform the ritual properly, it will work for you, so they do it anyways. Just like this mobile phone, it does not care like what the person at the end of the phone calls himself. If he opens TikTok live and decides to talk to us, he can talk to us, right? Same way Hinduism works, no matter what you decide to call yourself. It's just pure science and technology.
Maybe when it